What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Oh, I'm trying to pretend like I didn't just spend an hour scrubbing my wall behind me. It's a chalkboard wall. I use this crappy chalkboard pen. These are horrible. It took me forever to try to get this off. I banged my leg, and then I cussed this stapler out for, I don't know, just being a stapler, why not? And this is the second time I've sat down to make this video because I was somewhere earlier today and some of my batteries died. Yeah, but I'm determined to get this out and not postpone it any longer because I do think that what I have for you today is something that could really, really help you. It's something that I use pretty frequently. And before you click off the video and you're just here to see what it is. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Okay. Hear me out. Maybe listen to how I can help you figure some of these things out. I've been a diet coach for about 9 years now, and I want to share with you some of my tips and tools and tricks that maybe you can implement into your world. I don't know if you have a coach right now. That's none of my business. If you do, unless you want to share it, then it's my business. Okay. But if it's something that you can't afford, or maybe you're just like me, I like to just do my own thing. Sometimes from time to time, I'll have a mentor that I'll work with, and that works great. And then I like to take what I've learned and go out and be on my own. And really, just straight up, I'm just here to bring something positive to your world. Take it or leave it. It is up to you. Completely up to you. Won't hurt my feelings either way. Now, this is something that I use off and on pretty frequently, depending on where I'm at in life at the moment. I think it has been very, very useful in two different dynamics of my world. Let me preface this by saying I'm not a therapist, okay? I am a person that has had a lot of experience in life, and I'm not exempt from being someone that's hit with challenges and has to learn how to pick themselves back up. I think this is a damn good tool for learning how to get yourself out of this hole that sometimes you can find yourself in emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, all of those. I think they're all interconnected at the end of the day. But it's also a really great tool if you're trying to build in some new habits. I'm not trying to keep it a secret, okay? I just didn't pick it up yet to show you because I wanted to explain it. But I think this is a really great tool for learning how to implement some new habits, or just kind of holding yourself accountable to some of the things that you want to do on a daily basis, and maybe even structure in your hobbies as well. My mom is teaching me how to crochet right now. So I want to make sure every day I'm working on my little, well, I don't even know what it's called. So this is what I use. It's called the Daily Habit Tracker, okay? Now, this is indeed one of my secrets that I'm going to share with you, because I searched the internet high and low for something that I felt like could hold me accountable on a daily basis, but something that could kind of really get to the point. I don't need one of those workbooks. I do love workbooks, but I don't need one of those workbooks necessarily that's constantly prompting me and asking me questions. Those are great. Don't get me wrong. I do use those. You know, I have one right here. It's called The Story of My Life. But this is just down and dirty, straight to the point. What did you do today? Now, they do have apps that can help you track your daily habits. We're going to open this up in a minute and take a look at it, okay? Now, they do have apps that can help you do that. I'm a writer. You're in my writing room right now, which I'll show it to you eventually. And I like to look at things. I don't want to look at an app and be like, okay, here's January compared to February. Like, I want to look at it in real time. I want to be able to like go through my book and be like, oh, this is where you're doing good, and this is where you need a little bit of work, all right? So I'm going to show you guys this, and we're going to talk about it, okay? And if you stick around, I will show you on my chalkboard right here how to break down how to even make it out, all right? Because that can sort of be like kind of a confusing thing itself. For $8, you could buy one of these, and I think it could have the potential to really, really help support you. You know, because Who do you have holding you accountable? If you're not working with a coach or a mentor, who do you have on a daily basis holding you accountable to the things that you say you're going to do? I know some people that don't even talk to their coaches every week. They talk to their coach maybe every other week or every 2 weeks, which is fine. That's great. But you learning how to hold yourself accountable on a daily basis is important at the end of that week or at the end of that 2 weeks when you check in with your coach. And this can really take some of the guesswork out of like trying to remember things. But also, when I was speaking in terms of, like I said, I'm not a therapist, okay? One of my favorite subjects is psychology, don't get me wrong. I've had some really nasty experiences in my life that were really hard to pull myself out of. I am someone that will go to people for help when I think it's absolutely necessary. I definitely go to God, number one. But one of the things that gets lost when you're in a pressured situation or emotionally charged situation, some sort of dramatic events happened in your life. I mean, it doesn't even have to be that serious. It could just be the monotony of your world, all right? One of the things that you kind of let go of, whether it's from brain fog or just from not really paying attention, you let go of like things like your hygiene. You let go of the things that you love to do on a daily basis. You let go of just across the board, all these things that take care of yourself. Those are the things that make you you. And I think this can be a great tool for learning how to be honest with yourself. Go ahead and click off right now because nobody wants to hear that. Be honest with yourself. To really look at yourself in real time and go, I'm being an absolute idiot when it comes to this. I'm being like, because are you really going to lie in here? Because you're not going to show it to anyone really but yourself. Did you drink your water today? Did you drink all your water? Did you? Are you going to lie about drinking your water? Are you going to lie about taking your vitamins? Maybe to your coach, but you're going to lie to yourself? Then don't even buy it. Don't even put in the effort if you're going to lie. Just straight up. All right, now we're going to take a look at it, okay? And I'm going to explain a little bit. And you're going to see like some of my daily habits. I've restructured them. I worked on it tonight. It looks beautiful and clean too, by the way. And then I'm going to write on my chalkboard back here, help you figure out some ways to implement it for yourself. And I seriously hope that you will maybe think about getting yourself one. Whether you think you need it or not, cool. You don't need it? Cool. Okay, great. Maybe you know a friend that maybe it can be useful for or something like that, okay? Not everyone is as cool as you. All right, let's take a look at it. So here it is. It's called My Daily Habit Tracker. And it is just a book with a bunch of pages that have already been lined out and marked up for you. So all that you have to do is fill it in. And I wanted to show you the blank side first so that you could get an understanding. It has days written here, which is number 1 through all the way, it goes all the way down to 31. And that's like the days of the month, depending on how long the month is. You write the month and the year up here. And then this line right here, the sideways line, is where you write your actual habits that you want to do. So for instance, one of my habits is to take my vitamins in the morning. So I write vitamins, AM. I also take vitamins in the PM. So I write underneath it, vitamins in the PM. You see how we have that right there? Vitamins in the AM, vitamins in the PM. Did I take my vitamins today? Yes, I did. Did I take my vitamins in the PM? No, not yet. And then you just pick out, every day that I sit down, I go over what I did. Sometimes throughout the day, I'll just walk over. I want my little X. I have like a good girl thing. I like being a good girl. I want my little star for the day. And I just write in each individual habit that I have. Now, I do like to break it down into categories. So I will do stuff that's like, For instance, I will have stuff that's like my typical morning routine, where one of the other ones I like to do is make sure I brush my teeth. I mean, let's be real. How many times do you just, I don't want to say you forget to brush your teeth, but I'll just run around, run out the house, or something just starts demanding my energy. And I want to make sure that it's all about taking care of yourself. I want to make sure that I am taking really great care of myself. And like I said before, if you're going through some sort of depressive state, you ain't doing nothing. If you've ever had a real depression, you're not taking care of yourself. You're not doing anything for you. Like, you're barely trying to get out of bed, much less taking a shower. And I mean, there's been times before where I'm like, take a shower. I mean, if you've been through a bad enough breakup, which the funny thing is, you think that that's not relevant, but most of the people in the gym went through something really hard, and the gym is what got them out of it. Okay? So I'm going to show you some of my things that I write down. Okay, so I just got done filling mine out. I actually just made it today. So let's see what we got. I took my vitamins, AM and PM. I brushed and flossed. My oil pulling, I have not done that yet. Skincare, AM, and then my skincare in the PM. I like to monitor and make sure, even though I track my food on another app, I still like to look at the fact that I like to see my progress. That's what this is all about for me. My meal 1, my meal 2, my meal 3. Did I drink my shakes? I've missed them a couple of days heading on to the new year. And then I like to put a category for tracking my weight. And I like to highlight it because honestly, if you don't highlight it, trying to come over and find where the line is can be a little bit confusing sometimes. I recommend doing that. That's just my normal, typical daily stuff. Over here, I have things that are a little bit more gym related. Gym, tanning, stretching in the AM, stretching in the PM, aka yoga for me. Legs. Was it a leg day? Was it a back day? Did I train arms, shoulders, chest, glutes, abs? Did I waist train? And then I like a little spot where I can write in my cardio. And then I just come over. You're not going to be able to mark all these off every day unless you're doing a full body routine every day. Then if you're doing a full body routine every day, then you're doing a full body routine every day. Just write in full body routine. Or if you're doing like a push-pull type of workout, push day, pull day. It just takes a lot of the guesswork out of me having to keep up with stuff. Stay tuned and I'll show you some of the depressing pages in this book. And then I also have some of my little hobbies and stuff on here. Oh yeah, I need to write in the crochet that I've been learning. My mom's been teaching me how to crochet. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it. So these are my hobbies. I pray. Well, that's not my hobby, that's my religion. Bible study, read, YouTube, film and post, and then do my research, okay? And then those are 3 days that I like to come over here and fill things out. Now, they do change along the way depending on what I'm doing. This is from a time when I was doing a lot of yoga. Let's go back to like one of the first pages. That page wasn't that bad. This is from September 2022. I was actually not doing too bad. Yeah, not too bad. And then you can just see some of these moments where, look at that. Struggling for my life. Do you hear me? Look at that one. I just gave up that month, it looks like. Struggling for my life, y'all. And like anything that you want to do to take care of you, put it on there. All right? Whether it's taking your dog for a walk. I really, really just love what it looks like to come over and go, wow, look at all this stuff I've been doing for myself. Sometimes I don't give myself enough credit for how much work I do to take care of me. It makes me feel like I love myself. All right? I'm going to show you how I would recommend figuring out how to break down each section. And if you don't have money to buy this book, guess what? There's absolutely no reason why you can't grab a piece of paper and mark it out yourself, okay? Like, there's no reason why you can't do that, all right? You can do that. Make sure you mark the lines like it is. I guess I should have done it the other way first. You can come over here, number it out, 1, 2, 3, and then write out your little whatever. Of course, you're gonna make it look nicer than that, okay? All right, maybe you have a dry erase board, okay? But there's no reason why you can't do that. That's fine if you can't afford it, okay? No judgment. Okay, so what I'm gonna have you do is, if you're gonna get one of these books, or if you're even gonna just make it yourself, I want you to make out 3 different lists, okay? At least 3, all right? One will just be your typical self-care, because we're taking care of ourselves this year. 2025, we're taking real good care of ourselves. And then the other, so we got self-care. The other list, let's just make it anything gym related. And hello. And then we're going to make another list that's going to have hobbies. Put it in like that, all right? So when I say we're going to make a list, we're just going to do that on like a random piece of paper, because you want to be able to make this out in a clear, concise way. Like the way that I have my booklet made out, it's very easy for me to come over here and just know, because it's just partitioned out in a very specific way for me to understand, all right? My morning routine, my gym routine, and then the hobbies or things that I just want to implement on a daily basis that I think make me better, whether that's meditate, whatever. But I also I try to make it like chronological as well, or you could do alphabetical, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. But I think it's better to just have 3 different pages, because honestly, like, I hope that you do enough on a daily basis where you can fill all that out. I do. So if we have self-care, we're going to have things on there like, what's one of the self-care things that you want to do for yourself? Let's say you want to make sure that you're putting your eye patches on every day or something. I don't know. Eye patches. If you don't know what eye patches are, they're those little like under eye patches that go under there. Let's say you just want to make sure you're doing your skincare routine. Skincare for the morning. And if I have something where I do it like the AM and the PM, then what I'll do is I'll just write like AM and PM by it. I'll just write it twice, write AM and PM. That's all you have to do. Let's say that you're someone that's coming off from a bad breakup, you're not taking care of yourself. All right, we want to make sure you're taking a shower. All right, so let's put shower on there. Your brain's fuzzy, that's okay. That's okay, we're going to get over them. We are going to get over them, and we're going to take a shower, all right? We're going to get back to the stuff that makes us feel good, and we're going to get a better one, all right? We're going to get a better boyfriend or a better girlfriend, all right? And they're not going to know. They're not going to know what they're missing out on, all right? Just make your self-care list. Whatever that looks like for you, whatever makes sense to you. Like, if you want to make sure you're... one of the things that I do have on mine is like, I don't have it on there right now because I'm out of the stuff I need, but did I spell that right? Don't make fun of me. Whitening teeth. I love to whiten my teeth. I love it. I love to whiten my teeth. So I'll put that on there and make sure I do it like a couple of times a week. I do kind of put a little category on there of the things that maybe I don't do every day. Like, I'm not going to do a face mask every single day because those aren't necessarily good to do every day. Some of them. Now, I do have a little section on mine where I write out my meals. Meal 1, 2, 3. Did I take both of my shakes? And then I like to track my weight. Maybe you just want to, you can put that with gym too. But being that is something that I do early in the morning, like, let me make sure that checking my weight immediately, because as a coach, the best way to track your weight is in the morning on an empty stomach. before you've eaten anything, after a bowel movement, if that's your thing, if that's how you go. If not, that's okay. And then over here for the gym, what I like to do is I like to plot out, just like I showed you before. I'll actually write gym on there. Did I go to the gym? Like number 1, did I go to the gym today? I like you can even do little checks. You don't have to do X's like me. Another little section that I like to write out is tanning, yoga, that I do my yoga in the AM, do yoga in the PM, so I would have 2 yogas. Let's say like you have to check in with your coach once a week, then put on there, check in with coach. And all we're doing right now is figuring out the stuff that we want to do on a daily basis or a weekly basis. Those things that are absolutely important to us that we want to make sure. That's the whole point of these lists, because we're going to come over here and we're going to write them out. We're going to take this, all these things, and we're going to put it in the book in order and in a way that makes sense to us. What are your hobbies? What are the things that you like to do every day? I like to read. I want to make sure that I'm reading more this year, so I'm going to definitely put that on there. Even if it's a page or 2, I still read. And that's a good thing to have. Okay, I like to do Bible study. So I'm going to make sure that I put study. Yes, that is reading. I do understand that. Because there's other subjects and other topics I like to read too. And then I also have on here making sure that I'm filming stuff for my YouTube, making sure that I'm posting, whatever your hobbies are. Let's say that you like to watch birds. Okay, watch birds. I want to watch some birds. Watch birds. You know, just make out 3 different lists. And you could even like have a list on here for like tracking your kids' daily habits or something like that. I'm just trying to give you some ideas on how to convert. Because I was like looking at this earlier tonight and I was like, how much has changed for me? What are some new things I want to implement? And I can always add in new stuff. And like I said, make sure that you highlight it because it can be difficult to see. I have no highlight. Oh yeah, I do. I always have highlighters, okay? You can come over here and highlight, and you'd be really surprised at the end of the month to come over and go, wow, look at all the amazing stuff that I've done for myself. Sounds super cheesy, I know, but it makes me feel good. I've got some crazy months. I got some months in here where it looked like did you do that looks like a football play. That looks like a football play. Blue 42. Give it a try. I will put it down in the description. A link for you to purchase. They do have other ones, but I'll be really honest with you. I like the plain. I like the basic. I like the to the point. They do make smaller versions as well. I just like the full-size one. I want to be able to read it. I do have other ones where it's not on a monthly basis. It's a week-to-week. But I just find that you're just sitting down writing out all this stuff over and over again. One time a month for me to write it out is enough for me. I can add in stuff. Or if I need to, I can white out stuff. It doesn't matter. Let me know what you think of that. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned because I'm going to the next video that I have where I'm in my office. I want to teach you guys how to at least start to calculate your calories, and I'm going to teach you the easiest way to do that. All right, everyone, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.